You just crossed over into the female zone.
As a middle-aged woman who's never been married and I have no kids, I wish I could give every young girl this advice. And not just young girls, any woman in the world who needs to hear this. Being single can be amazing if you just do these 3 things. Number 1, get a job you love. You are not married to your job. So if you hate your job, get a new one. If you hate that job, get another one. Find a job you love and that you enjoy going to every single day. Life is way too short to hate your job. Now, if you hate every job you ever have, you might be the problem. Number 2, become financially independent. Don't spend your money on stupid stuff. Don't wait around for a man's money. Get your own money. There's nothing better than having your own money and doing what you want when you want and spending it how you want. Number 3, create a life you love. Curate a life that is full of excitement, even at home. Don't wait to go on vacation once a year, twice a year, and have your life be so mundane the rest of the time. I love to travel. I'm a world traveler, been to 86 countries. I love coming home. There is nothing I love more than my bed, my house, my routine. Create a life and a routine you love, and I promise you, if you do these 3 things, being single won't be so bad. In fact, you might just find that you absolutely love being single.
Ho, ho, ho! Fiction can be fun!
You know, fam, this gorilla half expected to hear like a strong snorting sound after she finished, like, her 3 points. As in, she finished snorting up all that copium. Sister, okay, listen, it's no mystery. I mean, no man who watches my videos is gonna say, wow, women really want to be single and happy in their 50s on up? No, it's no mystery that women in their 50s are the ones out there putting out these videos saying, where are the men at? Why aren't they approaching? I want to be in a relationship. I mean, I'm going to run through your 3 key points as to how to be super happy after 50. And I'll give my statements at the end. But the first one says, get a job you love. Oh, so in other words, what men have been saying for a long time. You women won't dedicate yourself to a man, but you dedicate yourself to a boss. When you can be fired from a job and get like a small severance pay versus a full long-term relationship. Right, great logic there. Number 2, be financially independent. Didn't you cover that in number 1? And number 3, create a life you love because you travel and when you come home, there's nothing you love more than your bed. I'm sorry, how many videos have we seen of women who travel and they say that they are sad because they don't want to travel alone. They want to share these experiences with somebody else, i.e. a man. And when they come home, they hate coming home to an empty home, that there's no one there to greet them. Sorry, sister, but there are a bunch of holes in your logic. But better luck next time. And fam, as I always say, don't complicate your life because of these queens. Enjoy the best things you can get in life and fix the things within your control. And you know how this gorilla has taken control? By wearing my Anson belt on the daily for over a year, fam. I don't use low-quality items, and neither should you. I don't promote simp wear here, fam. I promote items that only a boss should wear. You don't have to spend $1 million to look like $1 million. My sponsors know this. That's why I'm excited to have Anson Belt & Buckle as the sponsor of today's video. This is a family-run company that's been around since 2009, and they've completely reinvented how belts should work. And I repeat what I tell my coworkers when they ask about my belt. Anson Belts is one-stop shopping for your belt game. I wouldn't recommend anyone else, and I seriously do wear this, fam. This is my daily, Gorilla certified. Let me break it down. Instead of holes, Anson uses a micro-adjustable track system with 1/4-inch increments so your belt fits perfectly every single time. And once you experience that kind of fit and comfort, trust me, you'll never want to wear an uninspiring belt again. And because you can mix and match any buckle with any strap, so you'll always have a belt that matches your outfit perfectly without having to buy dozens of belts that clutter up your closet. But here's the thing, this isn't just about this gorilla's or anyone else's style. It's about feeling more comfortable, more confident, and more polished in what you wear. Anson's belts adjust with you throughout the day. So whether you're sitting, standing, or on the move, you're always comfortable and looking sharp. I've been wearing mine non-stop, and honestly, it's the best belt I've ever owned. Once you try it, fam, you'll never go back to your old beat-up belts ever again. And if you're wondering why you should trust them, apart from the fact that I literally just showed you even a gorilla can look dapper with this belt, this is a company that's still proudly family-owned and operated. It has earned over 40,000 5-star reviews and backs their belts with a lifetime guarantee on functionality. They stand behind every product they make, and once you get one, you'll see why. And because Anson Belt & Buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click the link in the description, the top pinned comment, or scan this QR code right here, to build a box set, you'll get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap, completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps, which you can mix and match into 9 unique belt combos, all in one box. It's an exclusive deal you won't get anywhere else, so click the link, build your set, and upgrade your belt game today. Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam. to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
Okay, guys. Do you want to know like how simple it is right now to impress a woman? Because there's so much garbage out there. I'm going to give you an actual example of, so somebody I had started seeing a little over a month ago, obviously didn't work out, but whatever, no hard feelings. We were going out to dinner one night, and so we went to the car, and somebody's dog had like dropped a deuce like right next to the passenger side of the car. And so I mentioned it to him. I got in the car and I was like, oh, your neighbor didn't pick up after their dog. And when we came home from dinner, like 2 hours later, and because he always parked in the same spot, when we came home for dinner 2 hours later, he's like, I'm going to park in a different spot so that you don't have to get out of the car and worry about stepping in dog. I swear to God, if he had asked me to marry him in that moment, I probably would have said yes. That's all it took, right? Like that was very thoughtful. And the fact that he remembered it 2 hours later, that's how easy it is right now to impress a woman. Seriously, that easy.
I give you 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
OMG. I have got to say this, gentlemen. When I saw this video, being 100% honest, this gorilla's thought process, as soon as I heard everything that she said, I was like, the phrase hold the line is working. I can't believe this. MGTOW has been so effective. It's hit women so hard, especially women over 50, obviously. To impress a woman, you just got to dodge an area where a dog decided to drop a deuce at. Okay, dang it. This is what I'm talking about. These high mileage standards that these women have had for the last 5, 10 years, maybe 15, are going back to normal. They're like, okay, you know what? We thought we was the shiz, but we're not. This whole time, I actually thought my taco was still a crispy taco. The realization that it's roast beef is hitting hard. Like I said, dating women after 50 is brutal for the women. But for the men, they have taken care of themselves, have stayed on point, have stayed the course, and have retained their value and increased their value. It seems like everything you've been doing is working, because this woman just realized she hit 2 walls. The first wall in her 30s, the second wall is reality as in today. Moving on.
So my one and only guy friend kissed me. He walked me to my car the other night and he kissed me. And you remember I was just talking about this on TikTok about if men and women can be friends. And I don't really have guy friends. I think a lot because of that, probably. And so I haven't heard from him. It's been a couple days now. And he didn't reach out and ask me how I was, you know, if I made it home or anything like that. I haven't heard a word from him about it. But I mean, I know what I'm gonna do, and I know how I will handle all of this, and I think it will be fine and everything will be fine moving forward. But have you been in that situation before? I'm sure that we all have. And did you feel fine about it afterwards? Does it make a difference on the age? Because at my age now, and for the amount of time that I have known him and everything, I'm fine to just move on with things. Just like that was nothing. And I'd be completely fine to just keep going on.
You're here to save me!
All right, we got another example of a woman who's over $50 of age, and she's trying to figure out whether her friend who kissed her, what does this mean? What does this mean? It's real simple, sister. It just breaks down to 1 or 2 categories. Either A, you brush it off and you say, okay, you kissed me, I'm going to pretend that didn't happen, and you just keep on going that way. But more than likely that's not the case here. Or B, you're going to have to decide, okay, is this going to be a friends with benefits situation or not? Because I doubt very much it's going to turn into C, a full-fledged relationship. Because let's be honest, at 50, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to take a man who has been a friend for such a long time and turn him into a full-fledged relationship. That's not going to end well. It rarely does. So it looks like this queen is probably thinking, how can I turn this back into a friendship and just, keep him in the friend zone forever? Well, newsflash, sister, let me help you out here. See, it seems to this gorilla that your friend has probably finally reached the age where he's decided, you know what, I'm going to start shedding a little bit of this blue pill beta energy and just act upon how I feel, because screw it, 5 decades on this earth and I haven't acted like a true player type guy that all the women go for. I think I will start adopting those traits now. So in short, if you don't do anything with him, another woman will. But this relationship ain't staying the same. Moving on.
I really can't see, at my age, and I'm 54, sitting down at dinner with a man in my age range and having a serious conversation about when he's going to be able to be physically intimate with me, or how I feel about that, how I feel time-wise, like when is that going to happen? Just the thought of that is like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't mind talking and getting to know somebody, talking about their interests and the things that they're passionate about, their career, their lives, politics, whatever. But sitting down and having an actual conversation with somebody I barely know about when he's going to be able to have sex with me, no. And I realize that probably puts me like out of the dating pool. Like I don't think that there's a place for a woman of my age that has that mindset. When I was younger, I understood that that was part of it, that I wasn't gonna date or have a boyfriend or even get married if that subject wasn't like right there. Like, I guess in a way I understood when I was younger, what men want. But now there's some 55-year-old man that wants to sit up and talk about when he's going to crack me or send me pics of his stuff and wants to talk about that. That sounds awful. I'm not going to do it. If that means I never date again, I guess, okay. I think I'm okay with that.
Okay, my elder post-wall queen, I have to ask something. If you're okay with not dating again, why do you keep making these videos about you dating and complaining about dating men your own age? Okay, first of all, we've covered in previous videos that you don't want a man who's much younger than you or much older than you. You don't want a man in his 60s and you want a man in his 40s. You want a man who's in your age range. So right there, you've cut out a huge amount of men who are available in the dating pool. On top of that, those that are left, you're going to put standards and demands on them. Oh, you don't want to talk about sex. No, you just want him to wine and dine you because you said you want to be wined and dined in other videos. So he's got to take you out, give you everything you want at this age, and the one thing the guy's asking for, you're saying, no, I don't want that. Or one of the few things that the guy's asking for, you're going to say, no, you're going to reject that off rip. So then that means, well, I guess that means I'm going to be alone. Well, then you're alone. It sounds to me like you want to date a guy who's like 55 and is impotent, but doesn't mind spending his money on you. Hey, if that's what you want, go for it. But the chances of you getting that are low. Now, if it's true that you understood since you were younger what men actually wanted, how the thing worked, then why, oh why, are you making videos now complaining about men and your dating? If you understood everything, you wouldn't have to make these videos complaining about it because you've accepted how the game works. You just don't like the rules. Look at it this way. You may not like the rules, but the guy who has to settle for you may not like the pounds that he's got to move around to get to where he wants.
That was diabolical.
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.